Good morning. I'm David Crowther. This is CFS Collective, and I'm welcomed here today by the presence of Josh Mena. Josh runs our submittals and shop drawing department, and so I'm going to introduce Josh today. So everybody, Josh Mena. Welcome, Josh.
Thank you for having me.
So I think anybody watching this today is probably going to ask, what are shop drawings and submittals and why we have them? Would you want to explain that?
Sure. So shop drawings, that is a detailed drawing, usually using some sort of architectural format that has CFS branding on it, and it shows how we're going to install the roof membrane usually to different parts of the building.
Okay, so where do you get that information?
That's a really good question, actually. So submittals are large documents usually that include information about compliance with the Florida Building Code and product data, and shop drawings showing how we're going to install the roof membrane or the roofing products, and details that show specifically how it's going to interact with the building, whether that's existing conditions in a re-roof or the wood deck or steel deck, whatever it might be.
So now that actually sounds pretty technical, so let's break this down. Let's take it to a real basic level.
Sure.
Let's just say we were going to roof my house. Would a sample of the tile be considered something that you would be part of your department, for example?
Actually, yeah, we would.
How about a color?
Yes. What we like to do is we like to include color charts and product data sheets that show what are the options that the person could choose from, whether it be a different profile in the tile or a different thickness or material tile, whether it be concrete tile or metal shingles or whatever it might be. And what we do is, if they have an idea of what they want, we might send them samples. I like to make it look pretty, put it in like a CFS envelope with our marketing on it. Nice. And then usually what they do is they'll send it back signed or send an email back confirming which color they want. And what that does is it helps to establish a line of communication, so there's no ordering the wrong material or installing the wrong material in the project, and everything can run smoothly from there.
Yeah, that's good. I think the key word there is communication. So when we provide a proposal to a homeowner or to a building owner, we do the shop drawings and we do the submittals, and that really is to clarify what materials we're going to use, right, specifically. Because in my proposal, I don't give product data and I don't give all the technical stuff until you actually go to contract with us. Is that right?
That's exactly right. Yes, because there may be discrepancies between if there's a plan set or if they want to match existing. The contract might leave it in vague terms, and the submittal, it nails down specifically, we're going to use these materials, install them in this way, this color, so that way there's no issues when we go and we send our guys out there.
Yeah, that's good. And so to stress the point to our audience here is what Josh does is such a big role for here at CFS, him and his department, is it really streamlines the communication. It makes our job run smoother, makes them run more efficient. And he's now been with us how long?
2 years, over 2 years.
And he's doing a great job at it. And so that's the shop drawing and submittal department. Real quick, before we part, tell the audience what type of equipment you use or tools you use to do everything that you do.
Sure. Our favorite tool here is AutoCAD. AutoCAD 2024, that's the tool of choice, pretty much industry standard as far as making architectural drawings, shop drawings, and it's a very, very robust tool. What it does is it allows us to make lines and patterns of different formats, so it can all look very elegant and very pretty and clear. So when we submit it, there's kind of no confusion as far as what the plans are supposed to look like. We also use Google SketchUp. If we need to provide any sort of 3D renderings, it allows us to give an even more advanced look of what the situation, what the detail, how the installation method is supposed to look. In addition to that, we use a lot of Adobe tools that might be Adobe Acrobat, even Photoshop or Illustrator sometimes, depending on the situation. But the point of the submittal is to provide a clear communication of how it's going to be installed, and that can be using a variety of different tools, even ones that I'm not mentioning, like PowerPoint, Microsoft Word. They all get involved somehow. It's just a matter of communicating clearly how it's going to work. And that's with a lot of different tools.
So what I found interesting with your answer was your face lit up with a smile when you said AutoCAD 24, was it?
Oh yeah.
I'm assuming that's as a draftsman that's pretty much the Mac Daddy of in the industry, right?
Big time.
And you have that, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so you must really like working here.
It's a very good experience. I'm very grateful to be here. I like to take a lot of disparate things and put them together in a clear thing. That's like how my mind works, is distilling things down into one thing. That's basically what a submittal document is. It's taking the contract, taking the takeoff, taking the estimate, and trying to make sense of it and put it in a way that we're complying with the Florida Building Code, we're complying with what the estimator said, we're complying with what the project manager is going to order, and it just makes sense. So it's a lot of running around, it's a lot of figuring things out, but at the end of the day, it's a lot of working on the computer, drawing lines, and that's pretty peaceful, that's pretty still for me. And that's part of the reason why I like my job so much.
Well, everybody, you heard it straight from Josh Mena. I'm David Crowther, your host of CFS Collective. Have a nice day.